is Christoph Mejia. I'll be reviewing Michael's The Buzz short film. It's a short film where we take a mafia-esque scene of a fly who is what I guess a Don Corleone and Michael's informant, if not a henchman or one of the bodyguards or a just a man within the family who's taking the fly for a drive, and then they're seemingly gonna end up at the fishing area, if not a pier or docks, and we get the inference that something bad's gonna happen. With me saying that, I think a good suggestion would be a more structured exposition for the film, whether it's context in verbal or a exposition of like visual, where we see what's going on, what happened that was wrong, and then now we're getting like this is the outcome, cause and effect kind of thing. Why is he going to the docks with the Dawn or the Buzz or the Fly, whatever you want to call it? I think it's a hilarious take. Obviously, like we've all created scenarios and stories in the car while we're on a long drive, and this just could be just one of those. It could be just one of those scenarios where Michael's just taking a drive, a fly came in through the window, sat down, and he was just like, you know what, you're my character for the day. And I think that's a great take. I think that's a wonderful take. But if we could get like an inference of like why that is, why he's talking to this fly, even if it is really a fly that's his boss, I want to be able to distinguish that right off the bat. I think another good suggestion for this film would be to have cutaways that are more fluid in transition, and a lot of voiceovers for the fly. I think a voiceover would bring more clarification as to if the fly is in his own head or if the fly is its own character. We can do that by creating a new character voice, or we can just use Michael's voice to, have it echoey and be a narrator in his own head. There's different ways we can do that, but it's up to Michael's discretion. I think this is a wonderful fucking film, and I do apologize for my language, but I think this is hilarious. I will say that from scenes in the time to cursor of 39 seconds to about a minute, there's this no backstory of like, I did what I could. You see it here. I did what I could. It all went wrong. Like, I don't understand what this backstory is, because there's no flashback. There's nothing to get into. We're just left with his words. We're left hanging on his words, which is great if it had more monologue-esque. And it doesn't, and it just kind of falls short, I believe, in my opinion, and it doesn't give the viewers a more emotional connection to Michael's character. But that's just my opinion. Again, this is all my opinion, but I think it could really be built strongly if we had just some exposition upon what's going on, a little backstory to what's happening in the car. If it is just a make-believe scenario, if it is a real scenario, if it is because of cause and effect, we could really come together and like see a cohesive story from that, and it'd be really wonderful. Like, this story is really funny and really good if we had some cohesion. Other than that, I think this is a really wonderful story. There's a lot of good takes, and I will show you here examples of like really good takes of scenery. I think the car moving is a wonderful prop to add to this story. Even the flip around camera, as you see here, we just get a scene of like there's one guy just standing there fishing and then you see the cutaway character of Michael. He's just like, uh-oh. But it's kind of funny. The tank in the background just had me rolling. That was too funny. There's a